Have you ever found yourself in that beautifully confusing stage where you are interacting with someone and there is this undeniable electricity in the air, but you are just not entirely sure if it is all in your head or if they are actually feeling the exact same way about you, because decoding human emotions can sometimes feel like trying to solve an impossible puzzle? The truth is, human psychology and subconscious body language can actually reveal the deepest secrets of the heart long before a single romantic word is ever spoken. And when two people are mutually attracted to each other, their brains begin silently communicating on a completely different frequency. If you want to know if the tension is real, you have to look past what they are saying and pay strict attention to how they are behaving around you. First, there is a massive and undeniable shift in how you both maintain eye contact and naturally mirror each other's physical movements, because when mutual attraction exists, the brain releases a rush of dopamine and oxytocin that literally forces you to lock eyes for just a fraction of a second longer than you would with a normal friend. You will notice that their pupils might dilate when they look at you, which is a completely uncontrollable physiological response to seeing someone you highly desire, and you will find yourselves subconsciously copying each other's posture, whether that means crossing your arms at the exact same time or taking a sip of your drink at the exact same moment. This mirroring is a deeply rooted psychological behavior that screams we are completely in sync and we feel highly comfortable in each other's presence. Second, you will experience a very specific and intense hyper-awareness of each other whenever you are placed in a larger group setting or a crowded room, because even if you are on opposite sides of the space talking to completely different people, there is an invisible magnetic pull connecting the two of you. Psychological studies on social dynamics show that when a group of people laughs at a joke, everyone will subconsciously look directly at the person they feel closest to or are most attracted to, because they want to see if that specific person is also enjoying the moment. You will also notice that no matter who they are actively talking to, their shoulders and their feet will almost always be pointed directly toward you, which is a major subconscious indicator that you have their ultimate attention and their body is naturally drawn to your location. Third, there is a profound emotional investment that reveals itself when you both start remembering the absolute smallest and most seemingly insignificant details about each other's lives, which proves that you are not just hearing each other, but you are actively and deeply listening. When someone secretly likes you, their brain prioritizes absolutely everything you say, meaning they will randomly bring up a tiny detail you briefly mentioned weeks ago, like your favorite obscure movie or how you take your coffee or a specific childhood story you barely remember telling them. This happens because the emotional centers of their brain are highly engaged when you speak, making your words far more valuable to them than normal casual conversation. And when you both find yourselves constantly doing this for each other, it is a massive sign of mutual emotional attachment and deep mutual respect. Finally, the most undeniable indicator of mutual attraction is the complete elimination of physical barriers and a natural, unavoidable shift in your physical proximity, because when two people truly like each other, they subconsciously want to remove anything that stands between them. You will notice that if you are sitting at a table together, they will push their phone or their glass to the side to clear the space between you, and they will consistently lean their body in closer whenever you are speaking to close the physical gap. There will be an abundance of accidental touches, like lightly brushing arms when you walk or your knees casually touching under the table. And instead of pulling away quickly like you would with a stranger, you both allow the contact to linger just a little bit longer than normal. When you combine all these deep psychological indicators and nonverbal cues, you realize that Qdrat has a fascinating way of pulling two highly compatible minds together. And if you are experiencing all four of these intense behavioral shifts, you can be absolutely certain that the magnetic feeling between you is completely mutual.